Hi, I'm Paul with rackoutfitters.com, here to show you the Kuat Grip ski and snowboard carrier. And here we have one pre-installed onto this vehicle. We'll take this one over to the bench here and go over some of the key features that make this carrier unique. So here we're featuring the gloss black with the silver aluminum accent. Next to it we have the pearl white, also with a silver aluminum accent. And then Kuat's signature trade color, which is the orange with the gunmetal gray. All powder coat finish with a clear coat over the decals for very premium overall design and finish. So let's go ahead and take a couple measurements. We have two different sizes here. We have the pearl white in the 6 ski carrier with a measurement of approximately 30 inches of usable space. And then here on the smaller, the 4, we have approximately 21 inches of usable space. So that gives you a feel of how wide of skis and snowboards these will accommodate. So while we have these out, we'll go over some of the other details. So what we have here and what gives it its name is the handle, which has a very wide, easy to use, intuitive grip. Whether you have gloves on or not, it works very easily to open and close this carrier. Also, what does a lot of gripping are these pliable rubber blocks, a very unique method of securing your skis into the cradle. The benefit to this design over the conventional linear rubber strips is that each ski or snowboard gets independent grip based on the blocks that it's around, versus a linear rubber strip, which a thick set of skis can affect the grip of the skis next to them if they're not as thick or a different thickness. So now we can go over some other details here. We've got the mounting hardware, which is included. Also, locks to lock the mounting hardware is also included. It uses a flexible stainless steel rubberized band that conforms to a wide range of different crossbar shapes and sizes. It's using a unique flip mount attachment, so you just insert the end into the closure and then flip it down. It's adjusted to get the correct amount of tension on the backside here with a hex wrench that's included. And then from that point, once you've got it adjusted for your particular bars, this is the only attachment that's needed. So it makes it very quick and easy to take on and off. Yet of course has excellent security with the lock that secures it. And so when you lock it, you can see there's a block that engages and prevents that lever from opening. So with it unlocked, it opens easily. With it locked, you can no longer flip that. Okay, so let's go ahead and install this. So installation, we have 2 positions that we can install. We have this outer position and then an inner position, depending on the spacing on your roof rack or the positioning that you're after. So it's very simple. You just take the tool that's included. There's a washer that's pre-installed. You just put it down through that washer and then thread it on to the mount. In addition to the rubber strap, you have another adjustment, and that is the ability to change the angle of the carrier to better match the opposite carrier. So you can see here how we have this ability to rotate the carrier at a different angle to best fit the combination of the 2 carriers. So once you have that set into the desired position, you would just tighten it with the wrench that's included. Okay, so let's go ahead and take it over to the vehicle. Before we do though, one other aspect of mounting, you do have an optional method of direct mount. So you can, instead of using the flip mount design, you can have a direct mount where it engages into an approved roof rack crossbar T-slot. And so for example, if you step over here, I'll show you. On this vehicle, it does have a slot in the top of the aluminum bar, and then the square-headed nut on the end would slide into that, and then this is what is allowing it to connect directly to the crossbar without the stainless steel band. So that's a very refined method of attachment, and it is optional and sold separately. So let's go ahead and get this carrier into place. So I'll just go ahead and set it on the bar. And because I've already made the adjustments here for this particular bar, all I have to do is bring the end of the strap into place and flip the mount down with firm pressure, and you've got a good secure fit. I'll go to the opposite side and do the same. And now we have a good firm grip to the vehicle. Okay, so now let's go ahead and load a set of skis to get a feel for how well this carrier grips those skis. Okay, so you just set the skis into place up on the carrier, and then just grab the handles, and as you bring down the handles, you have 3 points of connection. Here we're in the first point. I can bring it down further to get into the second point, or even further down if it allows. So for example, if I go a little further in, I can go even one more down if it allows. Then you also have the option to lock the carrier. This has a unique locking method where when you slide this knob over, the icon changes from unlocked to locked, and that does prevent opening and closing of this lever. However, you can still move it to the unlocked position and open it. So now to fully lock it, you would move that into the locked position and then use your key, which is the same key that locks the carrier to your crossbar, and now that prevents this lever from opening up. So having that option to lock it without a key is just perhaps convenient for some people that may be going on a shorter trip or in an area where you're not concerned about theft, or you may want friends or family to be able to access the carrier without locks. You have that option, yet you still have the high level of security to where this lever won't open up on its own in the worst case scenario. So that gives you multiple options there. Okay, so now one of the nicest features of this rack for convenience, let's take a look at the slide out feature. So this gives you easy access to skis that are mounted to the far side of the rack. You have 2 release levers here and here. I'll squeeze those simultaneously and pull the entire carrier out. And so especially on taller vehicles, this gives you easy access to loading those innermost skis or snowboards. Once you have that in place, you just slide it forward. You'll feel and hear a definite click, knowing that it's closed. And then as I close this, you'll see on the opposite side we have an expanding hinge, and that's one of the design features that allows this carrier to be such a low profile design, is how that hinge expands to accommodate the thickness of your equipment. And so once again, to open and access, you just press those 2 levers simultaneously and pull outward, and then you have easy access to your skis. One word of caution: when you have a vehicle that has raised side rails, there can be instances where when you're pulling these skis across the top of those side rails, binding may interfere with the side rails on some applications, and that would generally be vehicles that have raised rails along the side of the vehicle. So that's something to look out for and to understand if you purchase this, that may be a conflict. But most situations you'll have full capability and the ability to slide this completely out and get easy, quick access to your skis and boards. So those are all the key features of the Kuat Grip. This product, along with a full line of Kuat products, are available at rackoutfitters.com. Please see the link in our video description for complete details, our pricing, and our promotions. And thanks for watching.